we're going to wait a little bit and stuff. We'll see what happens. Letting this populate up. Several people have been notified and everything. Triple B, what's up, brother? How you doing? Cool. Let me see what I got going on here. I'm still trying to work around all the computer issues with everything that's older software technology that they're not allowing me to get in. How's the electric? I'm going to go over it in just a second, believe it or not, brother. Just letting it populate up. At least we know that the signal's getting out there and stuff. Cool. Excellent. All right. Tom, how you doing, buddy? All right. First off, our power is back. We do have power back, so that's good. And I got to thank a shout out to the crew at CIRES.inc. You guys are absolutely awesome. So there goes my block. All right. So anyway, so the screen's going to look a little different. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Snake and, oh man, I can't remember the young dude's name, but Snake, buddy, brother, I appreciate it. Snake got on his hands and knees, stuck his head up to his waist down in a hole they were digging, and shoveled out all the debris by hand, digging and rooting around. He looked more like a groundhog than Snake, but I got to thank you, brother. It was really good. So what happened was our electricity went out here partial. We lost the refrigerator a while back, as a lot of people know. It's gone. Can't be repaired, damage done to the electrical unit on it. And then the water pump went out, and then our cook stove went out, and just on and on and on. And you couldn't turn anything on one side of the house. It would dim the other side of the house, and it just got real bad. Thank God, knock on wood, and appreciate that the furnace stayed running, but we lost one furnace. We had to replace it. What happened a few years back is that a power pole, a tree fell, wind blew it over, a tree fell, hit a power pole, snapped it off, and laid it down. And that is the power pole that carries all of our electricity, our internet, phone lines, and stuff like that. Mom's doing good. Steve. Mom, Steve was asking about you. Doing all right. She said, I don't know if you guys can hear her now. She said she's doing all right. So it knocked that pole down. And what they did is, and I don't know whether it was the power company or AT&T, because all of their lines are run on that same pole, came out and drilled a new hole, put a new post in, stood up everything that fell down, transferred everything over to the new pole, and left. But ever since then, we've had issues at the house with different phasing issues and stuff, where things would fade in and out and go on. And like I said, we lost the furnace because of a power surge. The power went off right in the middle of the furnace cycling and destroyed the motherboard on it. So we had it replaced. That's why this time I was really concerned. What had happened, and like I said, this was about 4 years ago, maybe a little longer, when that all fell over. The folks that came out, and again, I don't know which company it was, came out and drilled a new hole right beside where the old pole was, stood the pole up, set it down in the hole, packed it all down, transferred all this stuff over to the new pole, and took the old pole out. When they drilled the hole, they nicked the power line just enough to cut the coating on it and allow moisture to get into it. So over the last 3.5, 4+ years, it has slowly gotten moisture in, and the aluminum with all that charge going through it turned to powder and dust slowly over time and killed one of the legs. So one of the 110 legs coming into the house was killed, and that started all of our power issues and stuff. As Snake would say, they should have known better, and they should have known and seen it right then and whatever, because there's no way that they could have drilled that hole and not seen that they drilled right on top of that line. And then when they put the new pole in, they set it right on top of the cut, and right on top of the power. So Snake dug down in there, like I said, clear up to his waist, standing on his head, digging with his hands, because the way they had it, how it is out there on the back property and stuff, between the concrete and all that stuff, there was no way to get to it any other way. No machinery could come in, no bucket could come in. So Snake put himself out above and beyond. And again, brother, like I said, I appreciate it. That was awesome. But yeah, the guys at CIRES and stuff, if you guys ever need anything in the Springfield area or anywhere and stuff, whatever, they're commercial, industrial, and residential. They are bonded. They are legally licensed, and they can come out and give you a hand. There's the information right there. Appreciate it. So we've got power back. So that's what we're dealing with. We're doing good and everything. I had plans to go down to the RV show at the Roberts Center, and let's see what time. Yeah, it's just getting over with now. But there's no way I could leave Mom and Dad without knowing whether or not the furnace would go out or anything would happen, and stuff like that. So I stayed here, and so I didn't get down there. So now that everything is hopefully, again, knock on wood, set up, I'm going to try and get out this weekend and go to Kentucky at the Bluegrass World of Wheels, and that's 937 Phillips Lane in Louisville, Kentucky. I think it's one of their either expo center or something like that there. I'm going to try and get down to that, and hopefully we're trying to see a digger. Well, I've hired digger for the day. He's going to transport me down in his limo, the Flex limo. And hopefully Keith will be able to go with us. We're not 100% sure yet with Keith. You know, he's having some issues of his own, and but maybe that'll be straightened out pretty soon, and he'll be able to get back out and enjoy himself. So we're going to try and get down there tomorrow. So we're going to leave and try and get in just as the rain comes in, but get back up this way before the freeze comes in, because it's supposed to rain down in Cincinnati tomorrow, and then freeze later on the night. So we're going to go down there, shoot some video, have a little bit of reprieve, because it's been the last 5 days without restroom and water and all that stuff. We've been digging snow and melting snow to use for utilities and flushing and cooking and whatever and everything. And pretty much the first hot meal I've had in almost 5 days was today. We got to actually cook something, had some chicken. Finally got some of that. The rest of the time has just been cold cuts and everything, but you know, it is what it is. So again, I want to thank everybody for all the well wishes and prayers, all out on Facebook and YouTube and everybody. And thank you so much. It really helped. And Mark Weldy, which put me in contact with what, for me, you're going to give me a credit of $1,000 to go down and get something from Shane because Shane will be down there with the crew and stuff for the charity and everything. Shane Six. So he'll be down there. So I might get to see him, but I know he's going to be really busy. I mean, he is always just flat out in a million directions when he goes and does his charities, and get everything straightened up for that. But yeah, I'll tell him, Steve, that you're backing $1,000 for me to auction, buy something at auction, right? Right. So, but yeah, Mark Weldy put me in the direction. He's an electrician. He could not come out because he is hammered with a condition and everything going on and what's going on with people and everything. It's just you know what. So so I want to thank Mark. Good solid deal, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah. So anyway, that's what is. We are, like I said, except for the refrigerator, we are back up and going and doing and whatever. Digger has a little short refrigerator that he's taken out of the camper that he's redoing, his new Casa La Digger. He's redoing that and going through it, but he's going to bring it over to us, so we'll have a little short refrigerator to use until we decide about getting something full size. But it's trapped over at the other place where Digger was and stuff, snowed in at the Hey, Tracy Baker's son. Rick, how you doing? All right. But it's trapped over there, so we can't get it. The driveway, I had to pack the driveway down. I took the golf cart and packed the driveway down because I couldn't get up and down the driveway because the snow would build up in front of the vehicles and just stop. So I just packed it down. I knew it would turn into a glare of ice, but I needed to pack it down well enough so I could at least try and get up and down. The Purple Demon Go Buggy did a really good job. It sets really high and has those super wide, really gnarly tires, good cleated tires on it. And that it worked really good to pack it down. But now that it got up a little warm, it's like an ice skating rink at a 20-degree grade. It's that our hill out here is kind of rough to get up. The property on the other side and stuff with the barn and everything, that's fully flat and everything. But this hill, we're perched on top of the tallest hill in the swamp, and it's rough getting up and down when anything like this goes on. Yeah, I don't know what else. I mean, there is so much coming up. I'm just so happy to be able to get this done, guys. I was worried so much for like I said, the last 5 days of what we could do and take care of mom and dad and keep them safe and warm and have conveniences and everything. So we missed that. So the World of Wheels is going on right now. I know tomorrow and Sunday, but I'm going to try and do tomorrow. We'll try and go down, me, Digger, and Yikes, and we'll see how that goes. And we're still preparing and getting ready for next month in February, the Rheingeist Brewery at the Garage Brewed Bike event down there in Cincy, 1901 Elm Street in Cincy at the brewery and stuff. And that's on Saturday the 1st. So we're going to try and get that all taken in. And then, of course, the big Powerama out there in Xenia and stuff at the Ross, right? Yeah, the fairgrounds there in Xenia stuff. So that's 14th, 15th, and 16th. Jeff Lane and the whole crew, they're really working hard to get all that. What Digger's asking Steve? Digger's asking Steve what's his auction limit? Attaboy, Digger. Hey, Tracy, how you doing? Tracy Young, mom and dad, and her boy. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, and yeah, and her boy, Rick. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, and then also Springfield Swap Meet's going on the 15th. So I'll probably go Friday night over to Powerama, do the best I can with everything there at Powerama and get it set up. And then on Saturday morning, go and hit a couple hours of the car show swap meet in Springfield, then come back over and finish the do up on the Powerama because all day long they're going to have so many events. Digger should be around also, I'm pretty sure will be around shooting video and stuff for the times that I'm not there, and also have the pinup contest and all that going on. So that'll do, and it finishes up on Sunday the 16th. And then the off-road thing, the Mid-America off-road thing, the 22nd of February, back down to the Roberts Center. And yeah, so that's coming up. That's what's going on. We're trying to get that done. What do we got going on there? Was he taking your stripper money, Steve? Is it a big roll of $1 bills, stuff like that? So, all right. I just wanted to let everybody know, got the power back. I appreciate it. And that's where I'm going to try and be tomorrow. We'll see how it works. I'm leaving at 10 a.m. Usually I would leave a lot earlier, but with the weather conditions and everything, I figure I'd let it get up to temperature so we could have a leisurely drive down. Hopefully we'll get down there before the rain hits really hard, and definitely get back before it all turns into slick iciness and everything. So Keith, if you're going, you better be here before 10, because we're rolling out. I'll get all the batteries and everything in the Flex limo, and we'll head down that way. So Steve Triple Beats them. So again, thank you guys. I appreciate it. That's a little bit of what's coming up. I'll try and get back into a groove again. I'm so close to being able to get the new computer to where I won't have to run piggyback through all this stuff. I know why everybody thinks I'm looking over here. I keep looking over here because I've got my smooth wall system running over here to allow me to get onto YouTube. YouTube won't allow my old computers and old computer software to even upload anymore. So I got to go through my phone into my smooth wall, and then I'm able to upload. And that's why I keep looking over here. But anyway, so once I get the new computer and everything, a Windows 11 machine, pretty much Windows 10 comes into support this year. So make sure that y'all check about upgrading. I hate it because I have literally, as people that know will tell you, thousands of computers, but they won't run anything probably higher than Windows 7. They're 95, 98, and up to Windows 7 machines. And the way that they set the software up for internet or web access now is there's no browser extensions. I'd have to type everything in manually. There's no browser extensions to actually be able to get online anymore unless you're running Windows 11, well, 10 or higher, but it comes to service, so why waste the money on that? Yeah, Windows 10 is leaving. I mean, it comes to end of service this year, so that's going to be something. I was going to go ahead and repair my really expensive gaming computer that I built 18 years ago. It will run Windows 10 and above, but the money and stuff that I put into it and only run for a couple months, because it won't run Windows 11 because the processor it doesn't have the SSF E series on the chip, so it won't run that. So there's no use in putting that money in. So I've been shopping around. I've been looking at a lot of things online that are either refurbished machines or return machines that are really cheap. So the problem is, if I'm going to spend the money, I got to make sure that I get one that has a GPU, a graphics processor, that's heavy enough to run the load of all of the editing software that I will need to run. I'm going to have to upgrade also to some editing software, because the newer machine with Windows 11 will not run the 1995 software that I've been running and editing with since 1995. It just can't run it. It just, not even if you try and run it as that software as the time date, it just doesn't work. So we will have to upgrade to that. So there will be a little bit of difference. I want to thank Watermelon Man and Melissa, the Nova chick. They came out to check on us today to make sure we were okay with everything that's going on. Guys, I greatly appreciate it, above and beyond. Mom and dad send their love, and you know how I feel. So thanks for coming out and checking on it and stuff. Now you know where it all is. It's just one block over from the old place. All right, we're going to get out of here. And again, thank you, everybody. And I hope to be able to see people down there. But be careful and cautious on the road trips out there. There are people in Ohio every year. You'd think they do better, but every year it happens. It gets nasty out there, and they can't drive all of a sudden. So be careful, and we'll see you out there. Make sure to remember to give me a thumbs up if you can give me a thumbs up. I know some phone systems and certain things, if you're not signed in to an account, either a Gmail account or a YouTube account, they won't let you register or make comments or whatever on my channel. But if you can, give me a thumbs up. Just got another thumbs up. Thank you very much. 11 people watching, 4 thumbs up. I ought to have at least 12 people watching, 5 thumbs up. Thank you so much. if you can do that, that helps the algorithm produce and get my stuff back out. I don't monetize the channel, again, as everybody knows. I don't monetize the channel and everything, but so it's not about money. What it's about, making it stronger and keeping it strong enough. Oh, and I have started putting up some of the shorts, the vertical shorts. I hate that. I being an old photographer and stuff, I love the whole widescreen portrait landscaping type of field of view, and I just hate that narrow strip that you can't shoot properly in that. But that's, YouTube wants so many of those, so I have started putting some of those up. Melissa, thank you for submitting yours, and a lot of the other guys, and I will put up a little more. They want so many hours of that now, or they start suppressing your channel, which is crazy, you know. But hey, it's their world, just a squirrel, you know what I'm saying? So, all right, guys, we're going to get out of here. Thanks again, and I appreciate it. We'll talk to you later. See ya.